Good morning, everyone. It's with great honor to have again with us Charleen. And welcome, Charleen. What are you drinking?
I have a little cup of coffee that has some creamer and some sugar in it, but my dad roasted his own coffee. So this is the coffee my dad roasted.
Thank you for being here, and I love the picture behind you. It's Owl Creek, and it's our beautiful teepee. And today I would like you to ask about your retreat you're organizing here. I heard that it is already booked, full booked. Tell me something.
We have 22 people coming, and we have room for maybe one or two people to sneak on there if they want, but I'm not really pushing for it anymore because it is pretty full.
This is great. I'm so excited to host this retreat with you. And again, thankful and glad you contact me. And you're a mom. I mean, I'm a mom, so we try to do our business between our daily routine, isn't it true?
Sometimes that could get hectic. I have two 2-year-olds, so
Our the kids.
they're good. They're taking a nap right now.
Great. So we have some time. I would like to talk a bit. In the meantime, I will show some pictures because it's not the moment to talk about the retreat and what they will do exactly. We will go deeply maybe in another interview. I would like to talk about some of your past retreat. I saw some curious, nice pictures about Bali that I'm trying now to change the background. But if you want to start while I'm trying to change the pictures,
Bali is actually going to be a future retreat. So Bali is 2026 at the end of it. And all of my retreats are different. So the theme of them are different. What we do in them is different. The one that we're hosting at Owl Creek is a primitive one that's returning back to our roots, Appalachia style. And Bali is going to be more like my yoga teacher training that I took in India. So it's going to be asana class. It's going to be alignment class. It's going to be philosophy and mantras. Um, our past retreats, we did one in Panama, and that was healing each other through satsang. So that was very communal, and everybody sharing their stories and what's helped them. And yeah, it was beautiful. Panama was just amazing. We were in mangrove open air huts. We had cacao ceremony hosted for us. We went to a cacao farm.
I'm still trying to choose some pictures of you while you are talking about this amazing retreat you are organizing in Bali. When? Can you repeat the period?
Yes, it's going to be at the end of 2026. So I just lit a little trickle of it out there to get people prepared for it because it is much further travel. The flight will cost more. It's going to be a 7-day retreat. So the time off of work and the time there, it's just financially, it's going to be more to even make it happen for people. Although the retreat itself, I'm going to keep it as reasonably priced as possible. I love bringing retreats to people at a price that you normally can't get them for because to me, healing and retreats and things like that have just gotten so expensive that the average person it's unattainable. And I would like to bring it back to where people can access healing at an affordable rate. So even though Bali is going to be a little more expensive to get there and people have to buy passports, the price of the retreat should be around the same price as my past retreats. But I'm not releasing the price just yet because I have to get the numbers and everything dialed in. It's just more of a little trickle of this is coming. If you're interested in it, contact me. And I have a contact list that once all of the information does come out, I contact those people first. They get a special price and they get to say yes first. And Bali is going to be 10 people. I do know that. There will be 10 of us. And like I said, it's going to be similar to my yoga teacher training, and like the fact that it's going to be very regimented. It's going to be just class after class after class. The food is going to be whole foods that are nourishing for us. Of course, there's going to be some downtime. Bali's jungles are beautiful. They have beautiful waterfalls. So I plan on doing some excursions, which I haven't quite figured out yet. It could be waterfalls. It might be the beach. It might be both. It just depends. Once we get closer, of course, I'll have more
It looks
details.
great. You also convinced me to book with you, so
Yes.
probably I will follow you and will come to Bali with you. Now I need to know, Charlene, a bit about our retreat.
So it's a weekend retreat. It's going to be 3 days. And we're going to be waking up with pranayama, so intentional breath. I'm going to be leading pranayama. And then after that, we're going to open up the 6 major detox pathways, and we're going to do a little lymphatic drainage. And this is because in our modern life, our body doesn't detox it like it used to for our ancestors. And the theme of this retreat is returning to our roots. And our ancestors didn't have to do this because they were farming and they were hunting and they were gathering and they were sowing oats and they were doing these things that naturally made them sweat, that got those pathways open. So we're going to start our mornings doing that, sipping some herbal teas. And we have foraging on the docket. So we'll do some foraging at the land there and really just plant identification. And then we're going to have a fire skills class to learn how to build fire. Sheila Watson will be guiding rather, a cobbler over fire and baking bread over fire. I'm very excited about those 2 things because I have a very sweet tooth. So
I'll be with you, ladies.
yes. And we have a sewing class to learn how to mend and sew and to fix things. It's a skill that I don't even have at this point. I couldn't put a button on. I'm sure I could figure it out, right? Like how long the button would stay, I don't know. But my good friend Heather, who's the owner of Wild Moon Wearables, is going to be guiding that. We have an alchemy class or workshop that Sherry Hightower is going to be doing, and she's going to be talking about how the minerals and the crystals and the quartz in this area are healing, what their healing properties are, how long they've been in these creeks, which go back to like ancient Roman times, I believe she was telling me. So she really knows her stuff, and we're going to get to learn from her. And if people do want to get into the creek, it's going to be November, so a little cold, but I'm going to at least encourage that they splash it on their face a little bit.
Yes, cold weather never kill no one.
Right, exactly.
You know what they do in Denmark, in this North Europe place, when a kid's born, they put the stroller with the kids outside.
Yes.
Now, yes, to in this way the body will used to, and they will not be affected by the cold weather because they are just born, and they do soon when they born, and they let them have a bath in cold water with ice outside while it's snowing. So
Yes.
this is a prescription from the pediatrician department of these North Europe states.
Yes, we let our children, my twins, we let them go outside when it's cold in the rain. If it's not lightning and thundering, I let them go play in the rain, let them play in the dirt and the mud, let them get in the creek when it's cold out. It's so good. And, here in the West, people do cold plunges, but there is science to back that. And, That's why we're going to encourage everybody to get in. And if they're not willing to get their full body in, at least their face and their feet, get a little bit of that creation, a little bit of the good healing powers that are in it. I believe you said that creek has been used to baptize people in it since the early, was it 1800s? Is that what you said?
This was the story. When I arrived in this area, which is a rural area of Murphy in North Carolina, because we are in the western North Carolina, just for who doesn't know where we are talking from. And all the people that I met in the beginning, the mountain, all the people, which they have lots of wisdom and lots of memories about this place, they told me that this was the creek where people used to baptize kids. And this is very sacred because also this land was the part of the land where the Indian Cherokee lived for 10,000 years before the, how you call, Trail of Tears?
Yes, the Trail of Tears.
This for me is a breaking heart moment to remember this period because I know that I'm stepping on a land that belonged to ancestors before me that are not related to me. And so I try to be very respectful with this land, with this soil, with the trees, and when I met you, it was amazing because you have my same concept. So now, because it's true that we don't prep before our video, right? No, it's natural. I have a very profound, deeply question for you. Why you're doing this? Because let me do a parenthesis first of all, Charlene. Lots of people don't understand our way to live, our way to try to open a new door, a new portal, to have a new view of how can be life for human beings in this planet, right? So I want you to talk with these people, not the people already know what we are doing here. So in an easy way, and with all the love and the soul is inside of you, why?
Well, I mean, we can't just keep consuming our resources, our natural resources. They are not infinite. It's limited. And even before I had children, this was my mission. But now that I have children, I am more passionate about it than I have ever been. I want my children to have somewhere to live in 30 years. I want my children to have peace surrounding them. And for that to happen collectively, we all have to come together and we all have to start protecting our lands, being good stewards to the lands, but also we have to start repairing our hearts and our souls and our minds. And to do that, you have to be close to nature, or at least I have found that you have to be close to nature. You have to have community and you have to take care of your body. You have to be aware of what you're putting into it. And that's not just food. It's what you're consuming from media. It's what you're consuming from the people around you. How are you talking? How are they talking? And really for me, it started when I got sober. And when I got sober, I was like, wow, this is great. The way that I feel and the way that I see everything. And I want everyone to feel like this. I want everybody to live in gratitude and to be happy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect and I don't do it perfectly. I am human. But it's really for our future generations to come. And I mean, we're not promised anything. We're not promised tomorrow. So why am I going to keep working inside of the matrix and living for the man when nature was here first?
Help me with this old wisdom from the Indian native that, my English is not perfect, Charlene. The wisdom approximately said that we do not inherit the planet from our ancestor. We borrow from the future generation.
Yeah, it just means pretty much what I said, that it's not infinite, and we're borrowing it from our future ancestors and our future children, which means that if we don't take care of it today, there's not going to be something here from them for them. If we continue to dirty our waterways, if we continue to, consume and throw everything in the landfill, it's not sustainable. And
why go back in the old-fashioned way also? Can you add something about this? Because you spoke about have some classes of sewing. So this is go back in the old-fashioned way, which is the way that I love. The only one I think is possible. And I would like to hear about you, about your point of view.
so for me, I want to be ready for whatever is to come, right? And when I say we're not promised tomorrow, that means a couple of different things, right? The way that the world is right now and everything that's going on. And I can't predict the future, right? But I know that something is coming.
Let me interrupt, and we don't want to scare no one, but we are realistic, right?
Just being realistic, and it may not happen in my lifetime, but if we lose these skills on how to live on the land and we don't pass them on to the next generation, then what happens for them if it's their generation that it comes to that point? And it could be something that is Mother Nature does. I mean, there's crazy things happening all over the place. Hi, baby.
Okay. This is amazing because it's natural. Charlene, we can have this conversation in tomorrow, the day after, when you are ready and available. Now it's time to take care of the kids. It was amazing because I'm not done. I leave everyone with this question. I will start next time with you, which is is what I love about this partnership with you, that we are trying to not just sell a retreat, but to make people be self-sufficient, to try to be in their own again and be strong. Empower people. Yes, exactly. Empowering people. This is the deal here. It's the only way. Thank you, Charlene.
Yes, ciao.
I hope to see you soon again. So I'm waiting for you to text me when you have one moment free for us. Thank you. It was amazing. Have a nice day. Ciao, Charlene. Thank you so much. Mwah.